Live from Fox 39 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 9 starts now.
The warmer temperatures here in the state line have been welcomed by many. Coming up, we share how some residents spent the day enjoying those warm sun rays. And a state line community prepares for Veterans Day by showing their American pride. Coming up, hear why some say it was important for them to help out. Plus, it's a bird, it's a plane, nope, it's someone's old pumpkin flying through the air. Later on, we'll show you how a local museum made science fun today. Good evening, I'm Alexis Carpello. Thanks for joining us tonight. As Candice just recently shared, these warm November days aren't typical for our area. Our Michelle Rave caught up with a few state line residents who couldn't wait to get out of their homes and enjoy the weather.
Whether it's taking the kids to the playground, going golfing, or taking a relaxing stroll through the park. Those aren't the typical November activities for those in the state line. The warm weather drove many people in the community out of their homes, participating in outdoor activities.
This is not the norm for November and December or January or February, so we're loving every minute.
For teacher Donna Steckel, it was a great day to meet with family while still maintaining social distance and even taking a nice walk around the park with her four-legged family member.
It's fabulous, it's beautiful, and our dog Bella just absolutely loves roaming and chasing the squirrels.
While for the Posies, this weather was perfect to tee up for some extra golf swings this season.
Very surprising.
It's wonderful, and it's great that we can get out with the trying times we have right now. Spending the day golfing, just get out together and enjoy a great day.
And for mother of two, Megan Lease, it was a special day to celebrate her daughter's first birthday.
Just being outside as much as we can, get that fresh air, let those kids get that energy out of them. Better than being trapped inside.
With the warmer temperatures expected in the state line for the next few days, residents plan to make the most of it.
Golfing tomorrow.
We are embracing and loving every minute, every second, just thanking above for what we are receiving.
Reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
Nearly 100 acres of open field burned this afternoon. DeKalb firefighters say it was because of an unattended open burn during windy conditions. When crews first arrived, they say the fire was widespread and rapidly spreading towards farm property. Multiple fire crews assisted to put the fire out. Officials didn't report any injuries. Town of Beloit police are in need of residents' help with a string of car thefts. These thefts occurred in the Garden Village area near Riverside Drive. Police didn't mention a description of a suspect, but they're asking residents to check for suspicious activity on their security cameras. If anyone has information useful to the investigation, please ask that residents post on the Neighbors app. You can also contact the department by phone or email. State health officials say Illinois' positivity rate is up to 12%. That comes after more than 10,000 people test positive today. 42 more people have died from the virus, which brings the state total deaths past 10,000. 487,000 Illinois residents have tested positive since the beginning of the pandemic. As of last night, 4,000 people are in the hospital, 833 are in the ICU, and 368 are on ventilators. Out of all 11 regions in Illinois, our region, Region 1, has the highest positivity rate. Today, Region 1's rolling average is up to 16.8%. 7 out of the 9 counties rates in our area have increased. Some of the biggest jumps are in Boone, Winnebago, Whiteside, and Carroll counties. Lee County was the only county that went down from yesterday, and Ogle County had the same rate. Local health officials urge our community to mask up, social distance, stay home if you don't feel well, and get tested throughout Region 1. There are free testing sites that you can drive up and get your results. RMTD buses are going to be less full now due to the positivity rate in our region. Only 14 passengers can be on a bus at one time. People will have to board from the rear. RMTD says fares on all services will be waived. For further information on all of these changes, find this article on mystateline.com. One state line community is preparing for Veterans Day by lining their streets with American flags. Dozens of American flags can be now seen down Elida Street in Winnebago. They want the streets to show American pride for the Veterans Day parade. Flags Over Bago volunteers of all ages share why staking the flags into the ground is important to them.
It means to us like freedom, basically, like all of our United States coming together, and it's very important. What do you think? I think it means love for all, and I love the United States and Illinois.
The Veterans Day Parade will start at the Crossroads Church parking lot at 9:15 Wednesday, November 11th. If you saw something orange in the sky near the Rock River today, don't be alarmed. The Discovery Center hosted their annual Smashing Pumpkins event. Attendees were able to smash, crack, or launch their pumpkin through the sky. This machine right here is called the Giant Catapult. While watching the pumpkins get destroyed, attendees learned more about physics and Newton's laws of motion. Today's weather assisted in the excitement of the crowd.
This is probably the best November day we've ever had for this event. I've been doing this for 20 years, and this is unbelievable. What a great day.
Organizers say tickets were sold out for the Smashing event. As the holidays are quickly approaching, one state line nonprofit is looking to help 500 families feel the spirit this season. Marshmallow's Hope is looking for residents in the state line to adopt a family in need this Christmas time. The organization alone plans to give away Christmas trees to families in need, but they need a little bit of assistance from those in the community. The president and founder of the nonprofit shares she started the organization in honor of her son who passed away from suicide.
When my children were younger, I was a single mother and I fell in very difficult times. And I remember feeling the need of wanting to provide an amazing Christmas for my children, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So this was kind of my way of paying it forward because I know what it's like to walk in those shoes.
If you want to participate and donate to families in our community, you can find more information on mystateline.com.
Now, your first warm weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Just an absolutely gorgeous afternoon. A live look with our Mercy SkyTrack camera up in Beloit, Wisconsin. That beautiful afternoon transitions into a very comfortable and mild evening, all thanks to the gusty southerly winds that'll stay with us here as we go through the better part of the night, coming in from the south and southeast now, sustained anywhere from 5 up to about 15 miles per hour. That southerly wind will keep those temperatures on either side of that 60-degree mark, though, for the start of our Monday, right at 63 degrees in Freeport, 68 in Janesville, 67 in Rockford, and down to 63 degrees in Rochelle. Let's talk about some of the warmth because it has been exceptionally warm over the last almost week now, where since last Tuesday, temperatures have been in the 70s, low to mid 70s, and we broke our record high temperature for Friday afternoon with a high of 76, and we tied that record for today. Now, not only did we break or tie those daily record high temperatures, but we've also broken the longest stretch of 70-degree days during the month of November. That was previously 4. And not only that, but we've also now made a record with the amount of 70-degree days we've had in a row. Never have we had 5, 6, or 7 days where back-to-back temperatures have made it into the 70s. And the forecast high for Monday, Tuesday also expected to break some daily records. A record of 74 on Monday, which was set in 1999, forecasting a high of 75. And on Tuesday, that record is 70 degrees, which was set back in 2010. But as all good things must come to an end, we'll see that Tuesday night with a cold front. You've got changing temperatures or cooler temperatures behind that front a little bit further off to the west, and that is expected to move in our direction late in the day on Tuesday and then into Tuesday night. You can actually see some showers and a few thunderstorms lining up, but lifting up to the north across the high plains in the upper Midwest. Tropical storm Ada still continues to bring a lot of rainfall now as it's about to make landfall along the Florida Keys. This will move back out over into the Gulf and actually expected to strengthen into a hurricane, but that's part of the reason why we continue to see this warmth for as long as we do. It's helping to push that jet stream up to the north, but as it's pushing it up to the north, that jet stream is taking a big dip down out to the west, and it's that storm system that'll bring our temperatures down a little more seasonable. Even though we're not really going to see a big change in the temperatures, it'll feel a lot different just because those numbers will be dropping back. So let's talk some cloud cover. weather because that'll be staying around as we head through the morning hours tomorrow. We will get a mix of sun and clouds during the morning and afternoon, but we are expected to stay dry. Winds are going to be rather strong, though, gusting in at about 30 miles per hour, so just anticipate that strong gusty wind. A couple of showers might be possible early Tuesday. Otherwise, look for a line of showers and thunderstorms to roll in once we head into Tuesday afternoon. Our overall severe risk for that is expected to stay low. However, could get some gustier winds with some of those rain showers and even thunderstorms as they do come through. After that, we dry out for the rest of the week. Temperatures dropping back into the 50s, and we've got those overnight lows, Alexis, that'll fall back down in the 30s.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Bears coming off back-to-back losses, so how would they come out today? Slow, to say the least. Here was a best offensive play from the first two quarters. A fake punt. That's how bad the Bears' offense was today. Just under 5 minutes now. Titans up 3-0 until Ryan Tannehill takes a shot and connects with A.J. Brown, who muscles his way into the end zone for the score. Titans go to half up 10-0. In the fourth now, Bears trailing 17-3. Tannehill finds Jonnu Smith for the score to go up 24-3. The game was pretty much out of hand at that point, but the Bears were able to get a couple of garbage time scores. Here's one to Jimmy Graham. That makes it 24-17, but the Bears didn't get the onside kick, and that would do it from the Music City. Bears dropped their third in a row, 24-17. Lutheran grad James Robinson and the Jaguars were at home taking on the Texans with their backup quarterback Jake Luton, so they'd need a big game out of their rookie running back, and he delivered. Here he was pounding this one in from the 1-yard line. Robinson finished with 99 yards on the ground and the score. This one came down to the wire, but a failed two-point conversion cost them a chance to force overtime. The Texans come into Jacksonville and sneak away with the 27-25 win. Matthew Stafford and the Lions were in Minneapolis taking on the Vikings. Lions trailing by 10 before the half. Make that 3. Matthew Stafford connecting with the veteran Marvin Jones, who makes a great move to get into the end zone. But the Vikings have arguably the best running back in the league. His name's Dalvin Cook, and he finished with 252 scrimmage yards and a pair of touchdowns on the day. Stafford was knocked out with a concussion as well as the Vikings dominate the Lions 34-20. So, after today's games, let's take a look here at the standings in the NFC North. Packers got their win on Thursday night. They're 6-2. Bears with the loss today fall to 5-4, and the Vikings with their win move up to 3-5 in third place. Now, shifting gears a little bit, the final race of the NASCAR season took place earlier today out in Phoenix. 4 drivers are looking to take home the iconic Sprint Cup trophy. Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and Joey Logano were all within reach. So, who would take it? This was a great race the entire way. It went all the way down to the wire. But in the end, it was Chase Elliott, the 24-year-old who becomes the 3rd youngest driver to win the NASCAR Cup Series. Elliott joins his father, Awesome Bill, as one of the many father-son duos to reach the pinnacle. The Masters are a week away, so I got to get you all ready with some golf content. Today was the final round of the Vivint Houston Open at Memorial Park Golf Course. There's Brooks Koepka with a little chip shot. Do it. Do it. And it does. Koepka sinks that one. He finished tied for 5th at 8 under. Let's check in with the world number 1 now, Dustin Johnson. How about this putt for birdie to get him to 9 under? Think he's ready for next week? Yeah, I'd say so. What a putt from DJ. He finished 11 under in a tie for 2nd place.
Our first WARN Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Well, we're pretty quiet here locally and going to be for at least the next 24 to 36 hours. Going down a little bit further to the south, southern Florida, along the Florida Keys. They've been dealing with some pretty heavy rainfall as a very strong tropical storm Ada now beginning to make landfall here as the center of that storm moving over the Florida Keys. This actually expected to move back out into the Gulf and become become a hurricane once again. If you remember, it was a very strong hurricane when it made landfall over Central America last week and kind of meandered its way back up towards the southeast coastline. So as this emerges back out into the Gulf, it will strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane by Tuesday morning, and then could come closer to the Florida Panhandle by late next week or into next weekend. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, that's because part of the reason for our warm up is because of what's developing down here. It's actually helping to push that jet stream well up to the north. So what that's going to do for us is prolong some of that warmth. And we also look at the fact that we've been pretty dry here over the last several weeks. In fact, our last measurable rain, which was just a little over 0.2 of an inch, came down back on October 23rd. So we have been pretty dry for quite some time. So it's kind of this cause and effect with our dry soil, those strong southerly winds, and then you've got that tropical system down along the south. That is going to help keep our temperatures tonight on either side of that 60-degree mark. Now, 60 degrees is actually warmer than what our average high should be for this time of year. So we're talking exceptional warmth, and could also be breaking some low temperatures or record warm lows heading into tomorrow morning. So the warmest low temperature ever recorded for that day. 75 for tomorrow afternoon. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds, similar to how it was today. Winds tomorrow, though, will be gusting at about 30 miles per hour. That chance for rain and a few thunderstorms will return on Tuesday, and then we're back in the 50s, but we see the sunshine later this week.
Thanks, Candice. That's our show. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.